Tommy, it's Professor Phillips. It's so good to see you in class. I see that you posted on time. You asked 2 academic questions to your fellow students, and then you responded as well to your own post. So thank you for that. You will get full credit for the discussion. I see that you did have some stimulating questions, so thank you for that. And I do see that you have mentioned your first experience with race is at middle school in 6th grade. I was called a nigger for the first time in my life. Wow. And you were harassed by a white boy. He also called her a nigger and spit in her face. Oh my goodness. So I punched him in his. You were 11 years old. The emotion you associated with experience is regret. His mother came up and threatened to fight you? Oh my goodness. Well, okay. So I guess that means that that's probably where he gets it from, right? Like maybe. So, okay. So as kids, like, nobody is born racist, right? Kids don't really see color until I'd say about 2 or 3, like in preschool. As a preschool teacher, I used to get questions at that age, like age 2. And like I had one time where I was washing paint off my hands with a little toddler, and we were in the sink washing our hands off, and his paint is coming off of his hands, and his hands are coming out white, My paint is coming off of my hands, and my hands are coming out brown. And he says, Teacher Jasmine, like, why is your paint not coming off? And I was like, well, my paint is coming off. My color is brown, and your color is white, And he said something about why. He asked me why. Why is my color brown? And I said, well, my color is brown because my dad is black and my mom is white, so that makes me brown. And he was like, okay. And he just ran right off, pleased as could be. So I think we get experiences from an early age and reinforcements from an early age from our parents. So your story makes me think about the fact that since the parent came to the school and was not, offended by the fact that their child had this racist experience, that's where they got it from, And I think this lends itself to the question about racism being passed generationally down from one generation to the next, right? And so I think that, of course, it shapes your worldview, being that you're on the negative receiving side of it, and that other person, it shapes their worldview because they're on the perpetuating side of it, that obviously their parents think it's okay for them to do this, and so they're perpetuating the stereotypes and the prejudice and the judgment and the racism. So I think that you bring up a really good point that in this post-racial America, that Dr. Tatum brings up all these examples of about how it's not a post-racial anything, right? And that term really doesn't even exist because it's not like legitimately existing because nothing is post-racial. There's race problems going on everywhere, And so I just want to thank you for sharing your experience, for engaging the class in academic discussions on the topics for the week. And I look forward to seeing how all this played out into your racial autobiography paper and your sense of self, and moving forward, how you saw yourself, how you began to understand what that meant, being black and being called a nigger, unfortunately. I'm sorry you had to go through that. And how you handled that, and now how you look at yourself in a positive light. So thank you for posting. I look forward to reading your paper when we submit it in a couple of weeks. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will talk to you later. Bye.